I'd like to talk to you here about positive and negative thinking and the value they both have. Very often it's promoted that you need to be positive, positive thinking is the only way to go, and we should shy away from negative thinking. That isn't the real truth about the way the human mind works. The reality is the human mind is always balanced between both, and we need both. Now, let me put that in the context of how you might be able to use that and help you with your own child. You need to know your own child's tendencies, and there may be a tendency where they can maybe lean towards the negative side a little bit, or they might tend to be overconfident and lean towards the positive side. So what you can do as a parent is to help bring them back to that center as often as possible. When somebody is centered and they're balanced mentally and physically, they're more able to make wise and clear decisions. And as a result of that, you might say they appear more intelligent in that moment. When somebody's emotional by being ultra positive or being feeling down and being negative, they may not think so clearly during that time. So if you catch somebody being a bit negative, that's the time to maybe help them be a little bit more positive. Use that area to bring them back up. But if somebody's equally being very positive, whilst we may think that's great sometimes, that can cause them to be blind to some of the downsides of what they're talking about or thinking about. That's not good. You don't want to let somebody go ahead and try and do something when they're overconfident, overpositive. So whilst that's a tricky subject, you may want to explain to them, look, we just need to look at some of the drawbacks to that to bring you back to the center, so you're going to be in this place where you can perform and think a lot more clearly. So know your child's tendency. They tend to be more on the negative side, the positive side, and just help balance them out to bring them back into that center place. But realize that negative and positive thinking has a use. One is not better than the other. We just need to use both of them to always try and bring us back to that center.